Howdy, I'm Scott Walker of Scott Walker Audio in Anaheim, California. I'm teaming up today with Synergistic Research here at the show in Newport for our 5th consecutive year of teaming up. And let me talk briefly about the system that we're demonstrating. We're demonstrating the Magico S5 loudspeaker system, as well as the Solution 711 stereo amplifier, the Solution 540 preamplifier, the Berkeley Alpha Reference DAC, the Sonorous ATR-10 reel-to-reel machine, an Acoustic Signature Challenger Mark III turntable, Sony HAP Z1 media player, as well as a couple of the devices in the room. All of the room is cabled with Synergistic Research Level 4 atmosphere cables, as well as Synergistic Research power conditioning and power cords, and Synergistic Research room treatment products. So today we're going to be demonstrating a couple products from Synergistic Research, which I'm going to turn the demonstration over to Ted Denny, who's the lead designer of Synergistic Research. Ted, why don't you take over the demo from here?
Thank you, Scott. Hi, thank you for joining us here at the show 2015. First thing I'm going to demonstrate for you is the new Synergistic Research ground block. The Synergistic Research ground block connects to the wall with a cable that plugs into the ground block, and then of course plugs into your wall, which grounds the ground block. Inside the ground block is a proprietary UEF ground filter, and on the top you have a full 18 holes of golf. You have a full round. You can plug in 18 components, as well as the shields on my new Atmosphere series cables level 2 through level 4 can all be grounded through this, which improves their performance. Thank you, Scott. You can also improve the performance of your components by cleaning up their ground connection. You simply insert the wire into the ground block, and then an RCA into an unused RCA port on a preamp, DAC. We also have USB connections. You can plug it into your computer, your laptop. That significantly lowers your noise floor. If you're using a router in your system, either to transfer files or to communicate with a iPad, we have one with a high-def ground cable with a Ethernet connection. And when you plug that into a router, it's amazing how much noise a router creates, and it's amazing how much lower the noise floor and more expanded your sound field becomes when you eliminate that noise with the ground block. So the first demo I'm going to do for you today is to play some music. Of course, everything is grounded initially, and then we're going to remove the ground block, but only from 2 components. Everything in the system is tied into a ground block: Synergistic Research tranquility bases, all of the Atmosphere level 4 cable shields, and all of the active components in the system, including the Synergistic Research Atmosphere, are all grounded to the Synergistic Research ground block. Obviously, we can't disconnect everything, so what we're going to disconnect is the Solution preamp and the Berkeley Reference DAC. Will both be disconnected from the ground block after we play about 45 seconds of a track. Then we will reconnect the ground block, and you'll be able to quantify what it is that the grounding block is bringing to the system, at least where those 2 components are concerned. So, we get started. We're going to play Old London, which is an Acoustic Reference 4 recording, Super Audio CD ripped to hard drive. We're going to play about 45-50 seconds of the track. I'm going to pause the track and disconnect both the Solution preamp and the Berkeley Reference DAC from the Synergistic Research ground block so you can hear the effects. And then we'll reintroduce the ground block to both of those components.
What's happening outside? Come to the window. It's a fair.
These are the cries of a London town.
And some will come. Getting older, rack, getting older, rack.
Close to the
reconnect the solution preamp, just unplug from an unused RCA port where we're plugging the ground block in, and the same thing on the Berkeley reference DAC. I'm going to re-cue the track.
What's happening outside? Come to the window. It's a fair.
These are the cries of London town.
And some will crown. Did he hold a rack? Did he hold a rack?
Now I'm going to reconnect the ground block to both the DAC and the preamplifier. I'm just going to continue playing.
A flower girl.
So that concludes the portion of the demo focusing on the Synergistic Research ground block. We're now going to demonstrate for you the new Synergistic Research black box. This is a low-frequency bass resonator that cancels standing waves in a listening room. You simply place a black box between your speakers, along a wall behind your speakers, in a corner, or any inconspicuous place that you'd like. And it replaces large, cumbersome, traditional bass traps. I'm going to play John Campbell, Howlin' for Mercy, which has a consistent, repetitive bass note that will charge the room. We'll pause the track after about 45 seconds, remove the black boxes from the room, play the track again, and then reintroduce the black boxes so that you can hear how they control low frequencies in this very large 35-foot wide, 50-foot long room with 18-foot ceilings. So, I'm now going to play John Campbell, Howlin' for Mercy, 45, 50 seconds, pause the track, and then remove the Synergistic Research black boxes from the room.
When you walk through the corridor, you gotta watch your back. I beg your pardon. Walk the straight and narrow track.
Okay, we're now going to remove the black boxes from the room. We will now re-cue the track. We're now going to put the black boxes back in the row. And we're going to recue the track from where we left off.
You gotta watch your back. I beg your pardon. Walk the straight and narrow track. If you walk with Jesus, He's gonna save your soul. You got to keep the devil way down in the hole. He's got the fire and the fury at his command. You don't have to worry.
I'm now just going to play a few, about a minute of a track that really shows off this system's ability to portray space and harmonic accuracy, timbral accuracy. Called Japanese Roots. I'd like to thank you for coming and visiting us here at the show 2015 and looking forward to seeing you at Rocky Mountain Audio Fest in Denver. Bye-bye.